Now that we have created our batches, we can now add our blade animals to the account. All blade animals will be sent through to your AgriWebb account via a direct transfer from either the blade collection centers or the previous rearing farm. You'll see this pending transfer arrive in the movements tab on the left-hand side here. And you can see we have this orange notification that's showing us that we have one movement that's just been sent through, which we need to accept. It's important to note that you should only add blade animals to the account by accepting these transfers. You should not import blade animals from BCMS or a CSV file or add them in by scanning their passports, as this will cause duplications within the supply chain and cause there to be incorrect numbers in the blade reports. If we head to the movements tab here, you can see that we now have one pending transfer of 50 animals that's arrived at the top. We can see where they've come from, what they weigh, and we're able to accept this transfer to bring the animals on farm. If you don't see any transfers showing on this page, but you've received your animals in real life, just get in touch with your blade rep or a member of the AgriWebb support team, and we'll be able to track down the previous location of your animals and make sure that they're sent through on AgriWebb so that they arrive on farm on time. To accept this transfer, just click the Actions button on the right-hand side here, and then click Accept. It'll now open the transfer record page so we can see a breakdown of the animals within this record. If we scroll down, we can see the departure date, we can edit the arrival date, which we can then submit through to BCMS as a movement record. So make sure that arrival date is correct. It'll show us the previous location details. If you wanted to, you can put in the transport details like the transport method and operator, but none of this is essential information. What you will need to do when adding blade animals to the account is make sure they're set into the correct blade batch. And to do this, scroll right to the bottom to the management group option here. Click on the box and select the correct batch that you want to allocate them into. In this case, I'm just going to choose batch 1. And then I can save the record in the bottom right corner. Now that this record's been saved, you'll see that the transfer is in progress. So if we close this message and then head to our Livestock tab on the left-hand side here, and go to Enterprises, we'll see we now have 50 heads showing in our batch 1, and that's the animals that we've just brought on farm. If we click on the 50 head here, we can now see a full list of all of the animals that we've just added through that transfer. Once you've accepted the transfer, you will also be able to submit this through to BCMS as an on movement if you have your account connected. And that's something we'll show you how to do in the next video.